Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna talk about a very good monitor for Xbox or PS5, the Gigabyte G27QC. Is this monitor really worth buying? Let's see. We're looking at a 27-inch curved VA panel with QHD resolution, also known as 2K, 165Hz refresh rate and 1 millisecond response time. Something I should mention is that since it's a VA panel, it won't have the best viewing angles, however, this is sacrificed for better contrast. The monitor's design is quite simple. It has very thin bezels, so it's great for multi-monitor setups. It's made entirely of matte black plastic. On the top back, there's a material detailing that gives it a mirror-like effect, which I think is quite interesting actually. Its base is metallic and relatively large, so it can take up a lot of space on your desk. Something I really liked was that the arm has a cable organizer. In the lower right corner, we find a joystick to control the menu, and as I always say, I find this much more convenient than traditional buttons. Connectivity is one of its strongest points. It has two HDMI 2.0 ports, a DisplayPort 1.2, a jack port and two USB ports to connect whatever you want. While we're talking about ports, let's talk about something very important. There's a myth surrounding consoles that says that to use 120Hz you absolutely must have an HDMI 2.1 port. The reality is that yes, you do need an HDMI 2.1 port, but only for 4K resolutions. So don't worry if this monitor has HDMI 2.0, because you'll still be able to use 2K resolution and 120Hz without problems. The monitor's mobility is quite decent. You can tilt it forward or backward and also adjust its height without any problems. The only limitation is that it doesn't allow you to rotate the screen sideways. So if you're looking for that feature, a PC mount would be ideal. The monitor has built-in speakers which aren't great, but they can get you out of a tight spot sometimes. One of the big advantages of having a VA panel is with contrast. In this case, the monitor reaches approximately 3800 to 1, which translates to much deeper blacks and well-defined colors. To give you an idea, an IPS panel typically offers an average of around 1000 to 1. So the difference of contrast is quite noticeable. The panel's brightness reaches 250 nits, enough for most scenarios, although for HDR this isn't enough. Of course you could activate it, but I highly doubt that you'll notice a significant difference. As for synchronization technology, we have FreeSync, so you won't experience any screen distortion. As for ghosting, it's practically non-existent. It's very difficult to notice it. A curious detail this monitor has is an option called Black Equalizer. Basically, it helps you see much better in dark areas without the bright areas becoming burnt out or it's higher rated. In short, it illuminates what you need without ruining the rest of the image. This is a huge advantage if you play shooters or competitive titles, because it allows you to spot enemies hiding in the shadows that you would normally miss. And believe me, it's a feature that can make all the difference in the middle of a match. Now, if for some reason you'd like to use the panel for video editing, would it work? Well, the monitor has 120% of sRGB color coverage and 92% of DCI-P3, resulting in a slightly saturated colors. This is wonderful for gaming. The experience is gratifying and very immersive thanks to the curved panel. However, it's not optimal for video editing. You could probably use it for basic tasks, but remember that the colors won't be as true to life as possible. So if you were thinking about upgrading to a monitor that truly justifies the power of your Xbox or PS5, the Gigabyte G27QC is a very good option. It combines 2K resolution with great fluidity thanks to its 165Hz refresh rate. Its VA panel delivers deeper blacks than most IPS monitors in this range, making it perfect for enjoying games with more detail and better contrast. And well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like me to review another monitor, leave it in the comments. See you next time!